Hi YouTube, welcome back to another video. Today we're taking a look at the Kizer Roach, designed by Matt Degnan. This is a fairly old knife. I believe it is discontinued from Kizer. And it's been out for, I'd say at least like 4 or 5 years. I remember seeing one a long time ago at my local knife store, and it was a G10 version with I think a black blade, and it was kind of the cheaper line of the liner lock knives, but I never held the frame lock. And when I saw it on Blade HQ for I think 109, I think MSRP said it was 278 and they had it on sale for 109, so I knew I had to try it out for how cheap that was. But before I get really into the review, I'll show the typical Kizer packaging. You have your regular black box, open it up. It's got some information in there, and then your nice Velcro pouch. So, typical stuff that most Kizers now come with. So, on to the actual knife itself. As you can see, flips out great. Perfect detent. And I'll get into the specs and measurements first. Overall length of 8.25 inches, blade length of 3.5 inches, blade thickness of 0.16 inches. I believe on Blade HQ it said a lot thinner for the blade thickness. It might have said like 0.12 or something, but when I measured it, it was like 0.164 on my calipers. Handle length of 4.75. Handle thickness of 0.54, so pretty thick and chunky, and a weight of 7 ounces, so it is a nice chunk in your pocket. You definitely feel it. Blade S35VN, pretty common for Kizers, especially Kizers during when this was made. Full tie handles, over travel, and lock bar insert in there. It is a drop point blade with a flat grind and a plain edge. Stonewashed blade. Tip up, right hand carry only. There you can see the little cockroach right there. Very cool. I believe it's a titanium pocket clip, but it is a spring bent pocket clip. And obviously it's a frame lock and made in China. On to kind of the design specifications. You can see it has the plain pivot. You see, I don't have any others with me right now that have the old swirl pivot, but on their website it has the swirl pivot that a lot of Kizers came out with. But you can see once this one was produced, they had already upgraded past that because a lot of people didn't like it. Stamped clip, like I said. Nice big flipper tab. I think it has two little pieces of jimping right there. Fires out like a rocket. Great detent. Very smooth handle. You can tell it's nicely contoured, blasted titanium, rounded all over. No sharp points anywhere on this knife other than that one. Full thick back spacer. Definitely adds a little weight to it. Runs on bearings. And now into the pros, what I really like about the knife. So, it came sharp. I'll show that off first because that is the most important thing. Very sharp. Also, it flips great. The bearings are nice and smooth. The detent is very strong, which it really needs to be for a knife this, or a blade this heavy. So you really want it to fire out. Obviously it's smooth because the blade's so heavy that it's gonna kind of, just the momentum of it is gonna help it shut by itself, but the bearings definitely feel pretty smooth. Lockup is great, nice and normal. It's extremely comfortable in the hand. This kind of weird shape handle, your hand kind of just melts right into it. Even up here, it's just a very good design from Matt Degnan. It's like if you took something squishy and squeezed it, this is what it would look like once you let go. So I don't know where he came up with the design shape, but he did a great job making it comfortable. Very ergonomic. The clip, even though it is not like a nice milled tie pocket clip like everybody loves, I really like these spring clips. They kind of just work perfectly, even if they don't look amazing. And they're obviously a lot cheaper to produce and quicker, but definitely works great. Sticks out. Well, let me close it. Probably about that much of it sticks out from the pocket, so kind of a lot, but still not bad. Goes in and out of the pocket perfectly fine, not super tight tension or anything. Onto the cons, obviously it's heavy. It's not one that you want to go jogging with or something, or if you have a light pair of shorts on in the summer, these might pull your pants down, so make sure you have a tight belt, or if you wear jeans, then you really don't notice it too much in jeans. Also, I can kind of get onto some comparisons because the last con is, it's kind of one of just the plain Kizer knives. Titanium front scale, titanium back scale, stonewashed S35VN blade. So here's that same thing. All tie, stonewashed blade. All tie, stonewashed blade. And another one. And I have more. I have like 4 more that are, or 3 more I think, that are all tie, stonewashed blades, all S35VN. So it's kind of a copy-paste thing where they just took a different design, made it out of the same exact materials. So it's kind of the similar knives that are just a different shape. It's that classic Kizer construction. And you can really tell with this one, the way the John Gray GPP1 is contoured. Very similarly made. Fully contoured and everything. Both super big knives. But they are both great. And they both function great. So even though it is kind of just the same materials, different blade shapes, different handle shapes, they do feel very different in hand. So I love it, especially for the price. I mean, if it's anywhere still online for like under $150, I'd fully recommend it. That $279 or $278 MSRP that I saw on Blade HQ, that is a little too much. I think when I bought this GPB1, it was $220. So getting this knife for exactly half the price is just insane to me, because I'd say this Kizer Roach is better quality than the GPB1. The GPB1's detent is a lot weaker. The lockup sometimes has a little lock rock, so it's not as kind of great quality control or anything, but this is just, everything's absolutely perfect. Centering perfect, no blade play or anything. Very tight, nice lockup. Carries great. Like I said, if you're wearing jeans, you don't really notice that you have a giant knife in your pocket, but if you're wearing shorts, then you're probably going to notice it. So I love it. Feels great, looks great, flips great. Definitely recommend it if you can find it somewhere, but I believe it is discontinued, so you're just going to be buying the old stock that's still left over. And I think that's pretty much it. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Check out the other videos on my channel. And thanks for watching.